Ask anyone what they think of when they hear the word auction, and you'll get a variety of responses, some of them involving such terms as antiques, art, or wine, but also charity and silent. Many people associate images or construct visions when the word is heard. Fast-talking auctioneers pointing in different directions, bidders raising and lowering paddles in succession, gavels being hammered down. For some, auctions represent elite black-tie events attended by the wealthy. With such tangible associations, it's no wonder the intricacies of how bidders behave and the design of alternative selling mechanisms are overlooked. The descriptions of some auctions have imbued them with romantic qualities. After the reigning emperor had been overthrown in AD 193, the entire Roman Empire was sold at auction. When computer programmer Pierre Omidyar sold a broken laser pointer for more than $14 using his online company AuctionWeb, he surely had no idea his website, now eBay, would become a Fortune 500 company. Were he alive, the Norwegian artist Edvard Munch would probably be astonished to learn that his painting, titled The Scream, fetched nearly $120 million at auction. Although these anecdotes may be inspirational, in other cases auctions generate controversy, even raising ethical issues. The Babylonians used auctions to sell wives. In the antebellum South of the United States, slaves were frequently sold at auction. More recently, websites hosting so-called virginity auctions have been constructed. Auctions have earned notoriety in other ways as well. Suppliers of milk to public schools in several U.S. states were found guilty of bid rigging, resulting in a number of individuals having to pay fines and to serve time in prison. In 2000, executives at the world's two premier auction houses for high-quality art, Christie's and Sotheby's, both founded in London in the 18th century, were indicted, having conspired to fix the commission fees charged. For violating antitrust laws, fines were paid by and prison sentences were meted out to those found guilty. With use dating back to at least 500 BC, the auction is among the oldest market institutions. That this institution is ancient does not mean it is obsolete. Rather, the durability of the selling mechanism signals its remarkable flexibility and robustness, its economic fitness. As selling mechanisms go, auctions are amazingly resilient. Moreover, auctions are constantly being employed in novel ways. For example, music has been traditionally sold as a good intended to be enjoyed by the consumer who purchased the album. We are surely not the first to observe, however, that many listeners of a band's album likely have not purchased the music. Perhaps this is why the American hip-hop group Wu-Tang Clan announced in the summer of 2014 plans to sell at auction the only copy of their album titled Once Upon a Time in Shaolin. The winner of the auction will have full rights. He or she can keep the music for personal use only, hold private listening parties for others to attend, or release the album to the world at no cost. Auctions drive the modern economy. In the internet-based world, information gathered from your Facebook profile or from your browsing history is used by websites to garner higher prices from advertisers interested in targeting particular kinds of consumers. How? Using auctions, of course. Before proceeding any further, however, it is worth asking, what is an auction? First and foremost, an auction is a way of allocating an object or acquiring a service. For the auction to work well, the rules determining the winner as well as how much that bidder will pay must be established beforehand. Moreover, potential bidders must be made aware of these rules and understand them. Most important, the auctioneer commits not to change any of the rules. The auctioneer is a middleman who collects information from the bidders in the form of bids that reflect their willingness to pay for the object on sale. How such information is gathered is part of the rules of the auction and must also be made known to the bidders before the auction.